This is the video for the modified Clipper No. 2B seed cleaner. In this video we will cover the various upgrades and modifications we've given to the Clipper No. 2B, as well as the operation and maintenance of this seed cleaner. First is safety shielding. A fixed safety shield has been placed on the drive belt, as well as a hinged safety shield on the fan belt. This allows for modern safety and is convenient when changing the fan speed. Simply loosen the wing nut, fold down the guard, and change the fan belt to the desired ratio. Then replace the wing nut and go back to work. Greasable ball bearings have been placed on the eccentric shaft, as well as a sealed eccentric bearing. This makes the machine far more practical than its predecessor and so much quieter. We've given the hopper some upgrades as well. Tension springs on the flow adjustment rods allow for easy closing of the feed gap. No more will you have to use your hand to slow the flow of grain. Stabilizing shoulders have also been added to the hopper, making placement of the hopper less tedious. Grabbable handles have been added to the screen tension rod, making this far better than the old wing nut that would hurt your fingers. We've added a manual brush system to the Clipper No. 2B seed cleaner as well. This allows for longer periods of uninterrupted cleaning. You can see how easy it is to cycle the brush system. This is to be done while the machine is running. After racking the brush system, ensure that the handles are seated in the slots. This minimizes knocking and potential shoe breakage. Here you can see how effective our brush system is with the top screen removed. Removal of the bottom sift screen is simple. Pull the brush to the middle of the shoe, and with your left and right hands, push on the front of the sift screen. Then, place both of your hands under the scalping spout and pull the screen out. The sift screen will come out with minimal ease. Never resort to beating it out, as we are not responsible for any damage you may cause with hammers or other various implements of destruction. Here you can see why it is important to keep the brush in the middle of the shoe while removing the sift screen. If the brush is not placed in the middle of the shoe, shoe damage and screen damage will occur. Replacement of the sift screen is simple. Slide it in as you would on a regular Clipper 2B, making sure that the front end of the brush is behind the front brush stop. If it is sitting on top of it, brush and screen damage will occur. A simple board can be used to push the sift screen into place. After the sift screen is seated at the end of the shoe, rack the brush a few times to align the bristles and make sure none are caught underneath of the wood slats. Now, simply replace the scalping screen, making sure it's properly seated in position. Be careful not to over-tighten the screen tension rod, as this can result in shoe and screen damage. It should be snug, not overly tight. Then, see if the screens are seated properly. If they move easily, more tension is needed. If not, you're good to go. Then, simply replace the hopper, and you're ready to clean. Now, we will discuss maintenance of your modified Clipper No. 2B. First up are the bridge tree fan shaft bushings. A small amount of oil is needed. A little goes a long way. Oil these every 20 hours of running. The greasable eccentric shaft bearings should be greased every 8 months to a year. The sealed eccentric bearing should need no attention, as it is rated for thousands of hours. Don't forget to oil the motor, as this goes neglected sometimes. Some motors aren't oilable. It varies from motor to motor. Next is belt tension. It is a common mistake for users of the 2B to run their belts too tight. 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch is perfectly acceptable slack. If ran too tight, this can cause bridge tree fan shaft bushing wear. An easy method to determine the perfect tension of the fan belt is if it slips on startup. Now we'll discuss the discharges of your modified Clipper No. 2B seed cleaner. First up is the scalping's discharge. This discharges everything that will not fall through the scalping screen. Second is the fine's discharge. This discharges everything that will fall through the scalping screen and through the sifting screen. Third is the fan discharge. This discharges chaff, anything that makes it through the first two separation systems. And finally is the clean grain discharge. This is where your clean grain is discharged on the clipper number 2B seed cleaner. Now it's time to see your modified clipper number 2B seed cleaner in action. So you've gone through the setup and you're ready to clean grain, or in this case, beans. The clipper number 2B seed cleaner will do 40 to 50 bushels per hour, depending on your crop. Here we can see our simple manual brush system in action. The brush system should be cycled every 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your crop, to ensure good purity. Use your judgment. Here we can see the airflow adjustment slides on either side of the mill. We're cleaning beans, so we will run the fan at full speed and these wide open. Here you can see the scalping screen in action. And here you can see the sifted grain go into the fan induction slot. Here you can see the sift screen in action. This is what's removed in the first degree of separation. And this is what's removed in the second degree of separation. And here we can see what is removed in the third degree of separation. And finally we have the clean grain, in this case, beans. So now that you're finished cleaning your product, we're going to talk about the cleaning and storage of your modified clipper number 2B seed cleaner. After running out of product, you'll enter a cleanout phase with your seed cleaner. Open the hopper to let any grain leavings out and onto the scalping screen. You may need to help it with your hands. Then remove the hopper, do this with the machine off, and then proceed to clean the scalping screen. Help any stuck scalpings that were not shaken loose down to the scalping's discharge. After this, do a walk around of the cleaner to ensure that there is nothing coming out of the discharges. Now this is usually where average users leave off. We're going to show you a few more steps that will extend the life of your clipper number 2B seed cleaner. After letting the mill clean out, there are usually small deposits of grain and grain leavings. These small deposits can attract mice and other pests. These pests will nest in your seed cleaner. If left unclean, these pests will degrade the various steel and wooden components of your seed cleaner. It is good procedure to not store your seed cleaner with dirty screens left in it, as this provides the perfect place for mice to nest. However, if cleaned, it is perfectly fine to store your seed cleaner with screens in the shoe. This can actually help the shoe keep its shape. Now that you've removed all of the working components, it's time to blow the cleaner off and free it of dust and grain leavings. Do this thoroughly. After you've done all these things, your seed cleaner should look like this: clean and free of dust and grain leavings. So that's it. Now you've seen how our modifications and upgrades have made the modified Clipper No. 2B seed cleaner far better and more practical than its original unmodified predecessor. For more information, visit our website or call us 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Thank you for watching.